Scenes with director Steven Spielberg.
We're painting a very, very frightening picture of the way things really work.
For an exclusive look at his latest film, Amistad.
Whatever degree you bring your own experiences, your experiences of your ancestors, experiences of your family into the story is very good for everybody's character.
A true story of a struggle for freedom and the power of the human spirit.
He will break loose his chains. He will decimate his enemy. He will tie and tie and tie against all odds, against all prejudices to get home.
HBO First Look presents the making of Steven Spielberg's Amistad with Morgan Freeman, Matthew McConaughey, and Anthony Hopkins. HBO First Look Amistad premieres tonight on HBO.
Next on HBO. Keanu Reeves is on the lam because of an experiment gone right, and everyone wants to profit from it, including Morgan Freeman. Chain reaction. Next on HBO. After dark, when the lights go down, 4 heavyweights will power up. Now, former 2-time champion, terrible Tim Witherspoon puts his punch to the test against the young and dangerous Larry Donald. Plus, with lightning hand speed, Chris Bird plans to outwork the explosive Jimmy Thunder. 4 heavy hitters on full power. Live Saturday night at 10:30. HBO Boxing After Dark. Some of the best in the business work the night shift.
The following movie is rated PG-13.
Steven Spielberg.
We're painting a very, very frightening picture of the way things really work.
For an exclusive look at his latest film, Amistad.
Whatever degree you bring your own experiences, your experiences of your ancestors, experiences of your family into the story is very good for everybody's character.
A true story of a struggle for freedom and the power of the human spirit.
He will break loose his chains. He will decimate his enemy. He will tie and tie and tie against all odds, against all prejudices to get home.
HBO First Look presents the making of Steven Spielberg's Amistad with Morgan Freeman, Matthew McConaughey, and Anthony Hopkins. HBO First Look Amistad premieres tonight on HBO.
Next on HBO. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the oil fields, the worms are back. Fred Ward, Helen Shaver, Tremors II Aftershocks. Next on HBO.
Candace Kane.
I'm Candace Kane, and I'm sweet as sugar, honey.
Varla Jean.
I'm Varla Jean Merman, the illegitimate daughter of Ethel Merman and Ernest Board 9.
And Miss Lady Bunny.
We're carrying on a very rich, all-American tradition.
There's just one thing these ladies never leave home without. And it ain't a credit card. Dragtime. Premieres tonight at 10 on HBO.
HBO Pictures presents
Why can't we build a better breast?
an original movie
Are you happy with your existing breast?
based on a true story
You want to stick bags of goo in my chest?
about 2 doctors
What respectable woman's going to pay for this?
who changed the shape of America.
What do you think?
I think we could go bigger.
David Schwimmer and Chris Cooper. Breast Man.
Half of Hollywood is wearing my breast.
An original movie premieres Saturday night at 9, only on HBO.
It is everything you've imagined.
Coming out of the darkness like a ghost ship. Still gets me every time.
It is everything you've dreamed.
I've got $10 in my pocket. I have nothing to offer you.
I'm flying.
It is nothing you expect.
And action.
Go behind the scenes on the film event of the year, Titanic.
This movie is a piece of history. I just asked myself, how did fate sort of get me to this place?
We have to stay on the ship as long as possible.
Every single day I'm going, I cannot believe I'm doing this.
When the ship really starts to go, it's going to be absolutely terrifying.
Oh, God!
HBO First Look presents Titanic. Premieres Wednesday night at 10:15.
It's groundbreaking television.
Jim Henson's The Storyteller,
a groundbreaking 13-part series, begins its run on HBO this month with 5 new tales never before seen in the U.S.
We've really been looking for the right opportunity to bring the show back to America and present it properly, and here's finally a great opportunity with HBO.
Created by Anthony Minghella, the Academy Award-winning director of The English Patient, the series brings fantastic folk tales and myths to life in a way that only Jim Henson could have dreamed.
The Storyteller series was something that Jim Henson dreamt up, and he was somebody from whom ideas fell like snowflakes. You know, he had 1,000 ideas every day, and this was one of them. It's a man telling a story by a fire with his dog.
What happened? No, don't tell me. No, kill me.
And we wanted to tell these folk tales and fairy tales and myths in a very honest way.
The highest production values, the best talent that Jim could assemble to talk about stories which had never really been given a contemporary hearing.
10 centuries ago, a creature was born, child of a terrible passion, son of a queen, son of a bull.
The stories may be old, but the tales they tell are timeless.
I hope that people will watch the Storyteller series and say that is some extraordinary television, because it really is.
From ancient myths to modern kings, HBO is ringside for the Los Angeles and New York premieres of the HBO original movie, Don King, only in America.
He's controversial, and so many people have so many different opinions of him.
I'm the American dream. The stars came out for what was guaranteed to be a knockout performance.
Hopefully there's no punches are being pulled, and that it's an honest portrayal of a fascinating character.
I'm curious to see what this movie really says.
And when the bell rang and it was all over, it was time to party. A celebration fit for a king.
I thought it was absolutely unbelievable.
Don King, only in America, makes its world premiere this month on HBO. From legends to kings, and now to a prince of the ring. The self-styled Prince Naseem Hamed, Great Britain's greatest undefeated boxing star, comes exclusively to HBO for his American boxing debut.
He's been called cocky and arrogant.
I don't even think about losing. It just don't happen to me.
He's a consummate showman.
When you watch me, it's not just boxing.
Millions of people love him, and a whole lot of people hate him.
I'm a pure winner, you know.
But everyone who's ever seen him wants to watch him fight. It's our pleasure to welcome to the HBO family, Prince Naseem Hamed.
On December 19th, HBO presents Prince Naseem Hamed versus Kevin Kelley for the Featherweight World Championship belt, live from Madison Square Garden.
This comes 19th of December in the Garden. Somebody's going to get knocked out, and it ain't going to be me.
That's this edition of HBO Entertainment News. And check out HBO on the World Wide Web at HBO.com.
Next on HBO. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the oil fields, the worms are back. Fred Ward, Helen Shaver, Tremors II Aftershocks. Next on HBO.
Nothing turned you on more than Shock Video 4. Now get really turned on with Shock Video 5. Turn on TV. Premieres Friday at midnight on HBO.
On the outside, they seemed to have everything. But on the inside, they were suffering.
I was haunted and obsessed with thoughts of suicide.
I was in the grip of absolute horror. You're not depressed. You're insane.
A famous reporter, a prize-winning author, a renowned doctor.
It's the most frustrating thing I've ever known.
And their families.
There was still a certain amount of shame.
You just get so frustrated and you just want to say snap out of it.
Shed light on a dark and lonely disease.
The entire body and spirit is in a state of shipwreck.
An America Undercover exclusive, Dead Blue, Surviving Depression. Premieres Tuesday, January 6th on HBO.
Of Inside the NFL, the show the pros watch. Premieres Thursday night at 11 on HBO. All the drama,
the spectacle of a battle for the crown. From across the sea comes a prince.
Got the youth, the strength, the skill.
Undefeated world featherweight champion, Prince Naseem Hamed.
The American public will realize the featherweight champion in the world who brings totally different stuff to boxing is going to be myself.
He was born in Sheffield, England.
My parents are from the Arab world. They're from Yemen. So I go back now and again and meet the president, you know. He's a loyal fan.
Considered a superstar throughout Europe, sought after by personalities and royalty alike.
My goals are to become a legend. I will not give up. I will not stop.
But it's not just Naseem's, or Nas as his friends call him, style and showmanship that sets him apart.
I don't just do it just totally for a show. It's for myself as much as for them.
It's his boxing ability. Training 6 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I can box 5 different ways. I punch from different angles. Very, very hard. So if you're not rocked, you're down and you're probably out.
Now he's coming to the U.S.
I had to come and conquer America.
But first he has to make it in New York. Home turf for former champ Kevin Kelley, the Flushing Flash from Queens.
Not just to fight in New York, but fight in the Mecca, the main arena, the arena where I belong, the arena where I won the Golden Gloves. It's not about titles, this fight. This fight's about this man coming into my hometown.
Kevin Kelley deserves respect.
Red's going to bring the hype. He's going to bring this show, bring the WWF into the ring with him. I'm all business.
And he knows his business.
I don't see me losing this fight. I don't think he can beat me. I don't think he got the ability. I don't think he got the heart. I don't think he got the courage to be a real champion. Because to be a champion is not what you do so forth in the ring. It's what you do outside the ring that's important also.
Two boxers from two different worlds with one single goal.
I'm out here to take somebody out. Madison Square Garden.
Not at my house.
World Championship Boxing. Prince Naseem Hamed versus Kevin Kelley. Plus, Brooklyn's Junior Jones defends his World Junior Featherweight crown against the relentless Kennedy McKinney. Live from Madison Square Garden, Friday, December 19th on HBO.
Next on HBO. Just when you thought it was safe to go back into the oil fields, the worms are back. Fred Ward, Helen Shaver, Tremors II Aftershocks. Next on HBO.
It was another powerful performance by Oscar De La Hoya.
Left hook lands and wobbles Rivera.
Wilfredo Rivera brought everything he had to the ring, but it just wasn't enough.
Rivera is just allowing him to land too many left hooks.
See how the Golden Boy dominated Rivera with remarkable speed, power, and accuracy.
Landed a right uppercut. Solid hook. De La Hoya follows up with artillery.
De La Hoya versus Rivera, Thursday night at 9:30 on HBO.
Hey, if you're still wondering what all the buzz is about, here's a little glimpse.
There's a new reality-based show coming to HBO this fall. It's called No One Called 911.
9:35 a.m. Richard Brooks is returning to his Freeport home from the grocery store when suddenly he feels a sharp pain in his chest. 9:48. Gladys Watson walks past the spot where Richard Brooks is fighting for his life. Heart specialist Zachary Heyman is a leader in his field. But since no one is called 911, he is going to the men's room to masturbate with a pornographic magazine.
So now I'm dead. I wish someone would call that number.
Want to see more? Check out The Chris Rock Show. Friday night at 11:30. Part of Round Midnight. Fridays late night on HBO.
Tonight, it's on HBO. At 8, Second Chance Tuesday, Patrick Stewart, Star Trek First Contact. At 10, Boys Will Not Always Be Boys, America Undercover, Dragtime USA. And at 11:15, the difference between Miss Right, Miss Wrong, and Miss Right Now. Jennifer Aniston, She's the One. Star Trek First Contact, Dragtime USA, and She's the One. HBO is on tonight.
This man's fists are deadly weapons. Now all he needs is wheels.
Let's go. We all going. This ain't the Batmobile, man.
Lift off, take him down.
Fasten your seatbelt. You can only get it here. Mark Dacascos, Kadeem Hardison. Drive premieres Friday, December 26th. Only here. Only HBO.
After dark, when the lights go down,
4 heavyweights will power up. Now, former two-time champion, Terrible Tim Witherspoon puts his punch to the test against the young and dangerous Larry Donald. Plus, with lightning hand speed, Chris Bird plans to outwork the explosive Jimmy Thunder. 4 heavy hitters on full power. Live Saturday night at 10:30. HBO Boxing After Dark. Some of the best in the business work the night shift.
The following movie is rated PG-13.